Now batting Bria Genova.
All right, we're ready to go whenever you are, man. Okay, that'll be fine. Oh. Nice sacrifice bunt. What in the hell is going on with this ground? Check 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Now batting Taylor Peterson.
1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. 1 out. Runner's over. Okay, Peterson. The plate. Okay, here we go. Low ball 1. Oh. Check it. What in the world is going on with this thing? 1, 2. And we are back here as we go to game number 2 here, and just underway. No score as it is a 1 out and a runner. Over at third is Davis, as she reached on a single on a sacrifice button and moved over on a pass ball. So it is a full count to Peterson, the catcher here at the plate. Cassandra Eubanks, the pitcher for the Lady Blue Comets, sends that into left field, and that's a nice play as they'll get that one. A good job getting it in here by Lewis. Get it in there quick, and it is a fly ball out to Peterson out there to left field, out number 2. So underway, here comes the third baseman, Warren. Should be Fields coming to the plate here, number 5. And that's a shot there, and it'll be a RBI single for Fields. And she'll bring Davis in from third as they get it over to center to left field. So a single brings in the run here. The 2 hits brings in the run for Lady Raiders. So it's a 1-0 ball game.
Warren.
So here comes Warren to the plate. First pitch in there for a strike to her. So Warren at the plate now with a strike call. So that's a 1-1 count now to Warren at the plate. That's in there for ball number 2. Cassandra Eubanks, the pitcher for Lady Blue Comets. Behind the dish, Thompson, Maddie T. Drake over at first. Tater Thompson is short, or second. Rachel Jacket is short. Babcock at third. Lewis in the left. Emling center. Shields is the right fielder. That's a strike call for a 2-2 count by Cassandra Eubanks here at the plate. So 2-2 to Warren as she stands right back in. Here's the pitch. That's the foul ball. Hogard will be on deck. So standing back here in the plate here with the 2-2 count is Warren. That's low for ball 3. Throw down to first. Just getting back in there is Fields. So it's a 2 full count, and that's a runner there to Jacket at short. She'll mishandle the play, now come up and make a good long throw. Just get her by a step, 6-3. Good job by Rachel for the final out, and they get 2 hits. They do bring one in, and they leave one on. No errors by the Lady Blue Comets. It's a 1-0 ball game going to the bottom of the first inning. Thompson, Eubanks, and Drake to the plate. We come back, become a softball Z95.3. And back here as we go to the bottom of the first, it will be Maddie T, Cassandra Eubanks, and Kira Drake, the first 3 up here against Davis, who comes in for her second game of work here for the Lady Raiders. So, as Lady Blue Comets step in here, try to get back above 500. They're 7-7 after the loss 9-6 in game 1. And should have been, I think the Lady Blue Comets should have had a win in that one, but opportunities missed there for Lady Blue Comets in game 1. See if they can pull it out here in game 2. So Taylor Thompson comes to the plate. It'll be Thompson, Eubanks, and Drake. The first 3 up here. Davis in the circle. Hernandez down the line for Lady Blue Comets on the third base side. And Coach Campbell on the first base side for the Comets here in game 2. Taylor Thompson stands in, the second baseman. Davis delivers low outside, ball 1. So 1-0 to her as Cassandra Eubanks will be on deck for Lady Blue Comets. Had that big 3 RBI double to tie it up in the bottom of the 7th. Lady Blue Comets that extra inning. Here's the pitch, fouls it back to the screen. 1-1 now to Taylor. Throwing almost 100 pitches in that first game is Davis, and she's back out there again here in game 2. Her battery mate stays Peterson. Hogard stays over at first. Rooms at second. Genevieve, will be the shortstop. Warren still at third. Randall in left. Fields in center. And Wilderman out there in right. That is ball number 2, 2-1 here to the leadoff here for Lady Blue Comets. So Taylor Thompson stands right back in. And it's 2-1 to her. Pitch on the way. That's a fly ball there. And it'll get down into shortstop Genevieve. And she makes the play for out number 1. So here comes Cassandra Eubanks, Lady Blue Comets senior. Recognized there between games for the seniors. So 1-0, 1 out as Eubanks steps up. Ready to go. First pitch, strike 1. 0-1 to Eubanks. Lady Blue Comets going to try to come back here and get a win here in game 2. They now drop to 7-7 on the year. 0-1 to Eubanks. That's low for a 1-1 count. So back in goes Eubanks after the low ball there. It's a 1-1 count to her. And the pitch down on the way from Davis. Foul ball, 1-2. So that 1-2 counts. And right back in goes Eubanks. 1-2. Davis delivers. That's a shot over to the left side. And it's a foul ball. Coach Hernandez with some new signs here to Eubanks. Get the foul ball back in. Davis will be ready to go here. She steps back to the circle. 1-2 the count to Eubanks as she steps back in. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-2 counts. Two and two with Drake on deck for Lady of the Comets. One out here on the bottom of the first. 1-0 ball game here in game number 2 at Santa Fe Park. Senior night, 2-2. Senda staying alive, sending it back to the screen. Out of play. That stays 2-2. So 2-2 now to Eubanks. She stays away from that one, low on the inside. We'll run it full. 3-2. So it's a full count pitch now to Eubanks. And she'll bring that one. That's a shot out into left field, and it'll get nice play by Randall, diving for the catch out there in left field. And makes a play for out number 2. Good at bat there by Eubanks, but good play there by Randall.
Now batting Kara Drake.
And here comes Kara Drake to the plate. 2 outs and nobody on. Playing first base here in game 2. She'll step up. And with 2 outs and nobody on, facing Davis. And Davis now ready to go. Here's the pitch to her. Catching that outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 with Maddie T on deck. It's Kara Drake. Losing pitcher in game 1. 0-1 to her. That'll be running out there, and it is a nice backhand play there, and just does get her back the step at the second for the 4-3 from Reams to Hogard. That'll do a 1-2-3 inning, no hits, nobody left, and no errors. Be a 1-0 ball game as we go to the second inning. Hogard, Randall, and Jessup on the way to the plate. We come back. Blue Comet softball, Z95.3. Hi, we're back here ready to go to the second inning. It will be Hogard up first here. I'm missing somebody. Ball 1 to her to start off. 180 work for Eubanks, throwing 16 pitches, no base on balls, no strikeouts, 1 hit and 1 run. We've got 2 hits and a run. And 1-0 to leadoff hitter here. That's outside, 2-0 count. Number 1 is Hogard. She's at the plate here. That's in there for a strike call from Eubanks. It's now 2-1. So Hogard stands in here with a 2-1 count. And the pitch on the way. Outside, 3-1. So Hogard stands in with a 3-1 count, and Eubanks delivers low on the inside. It's ball 4. So leadoff runner on here for the second time here for the Lady Raiders. It's a first base on balls given up.
Now batting Jaden
by
White
Eubanks.
Weldman.
So here comes Wilderman to the plates. And trying to lay down a bunt. And they'll get her there at second. Nice job there by Maddie T to get to the runner there as they try to lay down the sack bunt. It'll go 2-4 for out number 1 as Wilderman will reach on the fielder's choice. So a nice job there by the Lady Blue Comets to knock out the lead runner. Coming to the plate now will be Randall. So Randall steps up here. She is the left fielder. Made a great play there into the top of the first inning. Steps in there with 1 out. And that's a wild pitch on the runner to get to second. And it's ball number 1.
Now batting Caitlin Randall.
To Randall. So with 1 out, Randall stands in here. I believe it will be Jessup, the designated player, on deck. As Randall in with a 1-0 count. That's in there for a strike. It's 1-1 to the hitter. So with a 1-1 count, Randall right back in. Eubanks, the pitcher here for the Lady Blue Comets, the senior. Bringing it outside. Quick throw down to second. And, that ball gets kicked away. But backing it up are the Lady Blue Comets, now allowing the runner to move. And it's ball 2 to Randall at the plate. So 2-1 here. Runner stays over at second. Ball kind of get kicked around in the infield, but it's a 2-1 count to Randall now. And the pitch on the way. And here's the throw down to third. And she's going to be safe getting in there. A nice try there on the low pitch to make it a 2-2 count to Randall, but over to third goes Wilderman, and it's 2-2 to Randall, or full count to Randall at the plate. Eubanks bringing it. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's out. Well, they had a 3-2, and I had a 3-2. Now it's 3-2. All right, so now we're 3-2 at the plate here. Randall stands back in. And the pitch. Outside, ball 4. So now runners on the corners here for the Lady Blue Comets. Second base on balls. It will be Jessup, the designated player, comes in.
Now batting the DP, Emma Jessup.
So Jessup comes to the plate now. Top of the order will be Davis standing on deck. 1 out and runners on the corners here for the Lady Raiders in game 2. They lead at 1-0. In the top of the second, Jessup in for the first time here. The slap bunter way down to third. Nice job there by Babcock. Throws high, and she is going to be safe at the bag as the ball was high on the throw. The run does come in to score to make it 2-0. So Jessup is on the hits. So the hit brings in another run as that makes it 2-0 here into the second. As the top of the order will be Davis. And runners at first and second now.
Now batting Madison Davis.
So Davis comes to the plate, had a single. Start off, and that's up high to her, ball 1. So 1-0 to Davis. Is this now a 2-0 ball game here into the second? Davis steps right back in here. That'll be outside. That'll be a 2-0 count. 2-0 counts. As Davis back in. Runners at first and second ready to run here for Lady Raiders. That's low. Ball gets away from Thompson. No chance to throw. Runners will move to second and third. And tripping going into third there is Randall. And hopefully she's going to be okay. She tripped and went face first into the bag there. And hope she's all right. She just kind of tripped over her foot there. And goes into the bag head first. Hope she's going to be okay. She's still on the ground over there. So we got an injured player there over at third. And they're calling for a trainer to call in here for us. She was on her way to third and just kind of tripped there and went in and kind of fell flat. And we're going to have to take a little bit of a break here as we have an injured player there, as that is Randall. And she is hurt pretty bad there, laying there at third. So we're going to take a break here, the injured player. And we'll take about a 2-minute break. We'll come back and bring you the game here. Make sure that she's going to be okay over the third here on Z95.3. All right, we're back here, and it looks like she's going to be okay. There's Randall's. It was mostly, looks like when she popped down, she kind of hit her face there on the bag and caused a bloody nose there, and they get her all taken care of. So it looks like she's going to be okay. She'll come out of the ball game, and that'll be runners at first and second here with only one out. It's a 3-0 count to the hitter Davis at the plate as get everybody back in here. As we're going to get a courtesy runner for Randall over there at third. And now Lady Blue Comets now ready to go here after the injury timeout. So Davis now ready to come back to the plate here as it's now a 2-0 ball game here into the top of the second inning. All right, so here we go now as we're ready to go. We got everybody back, and good to see that Randall's okay as they took her off there. And we have Davis back in with a 3-0 count here, and runners at second and third. That's in there for a strike call. It's 3-1 to Davis. So Eubanks, Genovan on a deck. Trying to get that second out of the inning here is the senior. And bringing the 3-1. That's up high for ball 4. Base is now full.
Now batting Bria Ginavani.
Genovan. It is Genovan at the plate. She had a sacrifice bunt her first time up. So she got bases full here with one out. That's low for ball 1. 1-0 to Genovan. Peterson will be on deck as Genovan steps back in with a 1-0 count. Pitch on the way. That's in there for a strike. It's 1-1. So the 1-1 count. Peterson will be on deck. Genovan back in here. The 1-1 count to her. Ask Cindy Euclid for that second out. Quick snap throw down to third. Getting back in is the courtesy runner over there. It's 2-1 to Genovan at the plate. Peterson on deck. Here's Jennifer steps right back in. It's 2-1-2. Eubanks delivers. That's on the outside corner for a strike call. 2-2. So that 2-2 counts. Gentleman stands in here, ready to go. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way from Eubanks. That's a shot to third, just underneath KB's glove and into left field. Here comes a throw and play it home. There we go, got her at home. Nice job there at home on the outs. The gentleman will get to the single and then over to, or should say, a fielder's choice. As she reaches second here, Davis moves over to third. We do get one run to come in, but Jessup is out at the plates on the 7-2. Out number 2. Another run comes in to make it 3-0. So it'll be Peterson coming to the plate here. She's 0 for 1, flight out. Her first time up. So now Peterson comes up here. As Maddie goes out to have a chat with Cassandra here before Peterson comes to the plate. So as they're out there having a chat in here, it's now 3-0 ball game. And it will be Peterson coming up. She's 0 for 1 at the plate here. And at the top of the second inning as the umpires are now having a chat. Trying to figure out what they're talking about here. As in the circle, the Lady Blue Comets over down the third base line. You got the Lady Raiders. As Gentleman gets the RBI on the fielder's choice, reaches second on the throw in. So I don't know what the umpires are chatting about here. But we are good to go. So now having a chat with Frontenac coach, letting everybody know everything's good. 3-0 ball game. Gentleman goes over to second. Davis will stand over at third. Coming to the plate here will be the catcher Peterson. She's 0 for 1. Flight out to left field, her first time up.
Now batting Taylor Peterson.
So she'll come in here ready to face Eubanks in the second. It's now 3-0. Top of the second inning. So Peterson ready to go. Here's the pitch from Eubanks outside, ball 1. .102 to her. Fields will be on deck. As Peterson steps back in with that 1-0 pitch on the way here now from Eubanks. Cassandra bringing it to the plate. That's a shot out into left field, and that is right there at Lewis. And she makes a great play to end the inning for the final outs for Lady Blue Comets. But they do get the 1 hit. They'll leave 2 on. 2 runs do come in. And no errors by the Lady Blue Comets, but it's a 3-0 ball game as we go to the bottom of the second. Thompson, Jacket, and Babcock on the way to the plates. Blue Comet Lady Softball Z95.3. And back here as we go to the bottom of the second inning, it's a 3-0 deficit by the Lady Blue Comets. And Davis back in the circle here, ready to go. She'll face Thompson, Jacket, and Babcock. The first 3 up here in game number 2. Lady Blue Comets lose game 1, 9-6 to drop to 7-7 on the year. And it will be Maddie T, Lady Blue Comets senior, stepping to the plate here. Facing Davis, who threw her 1 inning of work with 14 pitches. No strikeouts, no base on balls, no hits, no runs. So Maddie T steps up here, start things off here. Lady Blue Comets trailing by 3. Maddie Thompson, Rachel Jackets, and KB, the first 3 up here at the plate. So Maddie T stands in. And the pitch on the way from Davis. High fly ball out into left center field, and center fielder Fields right there for it. And it's a long Fly ball out, number 1.
Now batting Rachel Jacket.
Here comes Rachel Jacket to the plate. Lady Blue Comets shortstop. Steps up. So Rachel steps in here now, ready to go here with 1 out, nobody on in the second. Comets trail by 3. And Jacket stands in facing Davis. That's up high, ball 1. One-0 to Jackets as KB will be on deck. With 1 out, nobody on here in the second. Davis go 1-0. Swing and a miss. This 1-1 to Jacket. So checking in with Coach Hernandez down the third baseline. Jacket back in with a 1-1 count. That's in there for a strike. A little off-speed pitch by Davis. Worked out pretty well for her here tonight. And 1-2 now to Jacket. Jacket foul ball. Stays 1-2 on the foul ball. So Rachel will get back in here and with a foul ball 1-2 the count. Get a clean plate out here. So that's going to give the umpire a chance to let everybody take a break here for some reason. He's cleaning his brush. I don't know. The game's already working here a little bit. So, all right. So now the meetings are over. As Jacket comes back from the third baseline, and Peterson back behind the dish. It's a 1-2 count here to Rachel. She'll step back in with 1 out and nobody on here in the bottom half of the second. Blue Comets trail at 3-0. So 1-2 to Jacket. And the pitch coming. High fly ball here on the infield. First baseman there is Hogard. And she'll make the play for outs number 2. So we'll be KB. Corey Babcock comes to the plate. 2 outs, nobody on here in the second.
Now batting third baseman Corey Babcock.
Haley Shields on deck. So as Babcock steps in, 2 outs, nobody on, facing Davis here for the first time in this game. That's in there for strike 1. 0-1 to her. As KB steps back in here, ready to go. So the 0-1 now to Babcock. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's now 0-2. The 0-2 count, trying to get on for Haley Shields on deck. As KB stands right back in with an 0-2 count to her. Davis back on the river, now ready to go. And the pitch on the way. Low, ball 1, 1-2 to KB. So the 1-2 counts. KB back in. Trying to find one to drive here. That's just a little low and missing. It's now a 2-2 count. So KB will stand right back in. Now working the count 2-2 after falling behind 0-2. Steps right back in here, ready to go. Davis delivers. That's a runner down the third baseline, and it will go foul. So 2-2 remains the count. Corey trying to fight him off here. Get something started with 2 outs for the Lady Blue Comets in the second. So Babcock right back in. And Corey now ready to go. Here's the pitch on the way. That's low for ball 3. It's now a full count. So 3-2. So the 3-2 count, Babcock comes right back in here, ready to go. And the pitch on the way now from Davis. That's up high, ball 4. So runner on here for Lady Blue Comets. Base on balls given up here by Davis. Nice at-bat there by Babcock, 7 pitches. Draws the walk, here comes Haley Shields to the plate, the DP. Shields comes in now, ready to see if she can move Corey off of first. And that's a little runner there, Warren. And she'll get the lead runner. 5-4 for the third out. So Shields reached on the fielder's choice. So Emling will be at the plate when we come back. So no hits and one left and no errors and no runs come in. We will go to the third inning. Fields, Warren, and Hogard coming up. Lady Blue Comets traded 3-0. Z95.3. Banks, 40 pitches, no strikeouts, 3 base on balls. She's given up 3 hits and the 3 runs. And it will be Fields, who's 0 for 1, steps right back in. That's a shot. Stands in here ready to go with an 0-1 count after the foul ball. And Eubanks to the plate. High fly ball, center field, Emling underneath it and makes the play for outs number 1. We're in the top of the third inning. And Eubanks to the plate. Shot down the third base line. It is a foul ball. Just foul. 0-1, long strike there. Frontenac coach trying to pull for a fair ball, but not going to be there. Just Blue Comets. They will be in Indy on Tuesday, but we'll be there covering Blue Comet baseball. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss by Warren. A little sum off of that to there by Eubanks. Makes it a 1-2 count. Then we'll be in Coffeyville for Lady Blue Comets softball. Coming to the plate now will be Hogard. Reached on the base on balls.
Batting, Anna Hogard.
And Hogard was thrown out. She's trying to steal second back into the second inning by Maddie Thompson. So Maddie T steps back behind the dish here as Eubanks, with 1 out and a runner over at first, faces Hogard here for the second time in this game. Low, ball 1. So 1-0 to Hogard. She'll step right back in. Wilderman, reaching on a fielder's choice on deck. The 1-0 is up high, now 2-0. So the 2-0 count to Hogard. As she comes back in. Here's the pitch from Eubanks. That's low. Quick throw down to first. Drake holding her on, but back in goes Warren. It's now 3-0 at the plate. To the right fielder, Hogard. 3-0 her. Eubanks delivers. That's in there for a strike on the outside corner. 3-1. So with a 3-1 count, Hogard ready to go. Trying to get Warren off of first here with 1 out. Eubanks on the inside corner. Strike 2, runs the count full. So it's full count here to Hogard. And Eubanks with a long look in, now ready to go. Foul ball, heads up, out of play. So Hogard fighting hard up there at the dish. Now works at full. And it's 3-2 to her. Back in the circle comes Eubanks. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4, runners on first and second now. So here comes Wilderman to the plate, reaching on a fielder's choice, her first time at.
Now batting Jaden Wilderman.
She'll have runners at first and second here into the third. As Eubanks steps back into the circle, ready to go. Here's the pitch. Low, Ball one. So 1-0 to Wilderman. Should be stepping right back in here, ready to go. Wilderman. Runners at first and second with one out. Trying to advance the runners here. Here's the pitch from Eubanks. That's in there for a strike call. It's a 1-1 count. So 1-1 with Randall on deck for Lady Raiders. They lead at 3-0 here in the top of the third. Eubanks. Swing and a miss to Wilderman. It's now 1-2. Cinda looking for that second out here. See if we can get out of this inning without any more damage. Get those bats working for Lady Blue Comets. Still looking for their first hit. That's a runner down to KB. She'll step on the bag. Nice job and make a good throw across. And getting back in. Can't get to the runner there, Wilderman. She'll reach on the fielder's choice, but nice job by KB to get the lead runner for the second out unassisted. So runners now at first and second here with two outs. And here comes Randall to the plate.
Now batting Morgan Nickel.
Should say Hipple to the plate here. As she came in for Randall, who was injured on the play. Running to third a while ago. That's in there for a 1-1 count now to Hipple. Jessup will be on deck. Runners at first and second here. And two outs. Hipple in for Randall. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's now 1-2. So 1-2 count here to Hipple. She's right back in. And the pitch from Eubanks. Low on the inside. That'll get past. I was only going to say a hitter on the foot. So she's hit by the pitch. So that loads them up. After the hit batsman here. That'll bring Jessup to the plate. Had a single her first time up.
Now batting Emma Jessup.
So with two outs and the bases full here for Frontenac into the top of the third. They're looking to open it up a little bit here. But Jacinda trying to get that to third out. And that's going to get past Thompson. And a run will come in. She'll be safe. Sliding in at home will be Hogard. So the wild pitch brings into the runner. Runners advance to second and third. It's now a 4-0 ball game. And it's a 1-0 to Jessup at the plates. So 4-0 here is Jessup. Step back in here. And still two outs. So 1-0 to Jessup. She's right back in. Runners now at second and third. Eubanks delivers inside. And it's a 2-0 count. So 2-0 count here to Jessup. Frontenac trying to play a little add-on here to try to get a sweep of Lady Blue Comets today. That's in there for a strike. Quick throw down. And getting under the throw there is Wilderman, as it's a 2-1 count at the plate. So now having a little talk with her hitter there, and the on deck is Davis. But it's 2-1 to Jessup. As we got a little break in the action here. Lady Blue Comets softball coming to you today here on Z95.3 and KINZ.biz. So meeting on the mound is in the circle is over as well. It's 2-1 to Jessup at the plate. She will now step back in here, be ready to go. Jessup in, now Eubanks delivers. That's a slap shot, and it's a foul ball. It's a 2-2 count. Almost got that slap shot down the line there. So it's 2-2 at the plate here to Jessup. So now Jessup steps back in here. Eubanks looking to get the Lady Comets out of this inning. That's outside. It's a full count now, 3-2. So with a 3-2 count, Jessup looking to bring him in here to try to play a little add-on into the top of the third. Cindy Eubanks in the circle now, ready to go. Facing Jessup here. Here's the full count pitch on the way. That's ball 4. Up on the inside, can't get the call. And the base is full once again for Frontenac here after the base on balls to Jessup. Here comes Davis to the plate. She's 1 for 1 with the base on balls and a chance to really open it up here for the Lady Raiders in the third. With a base hit here, she can get it, but Cassandra Eubanks looking to not let that happen. 1-0 from Eubanks to Davis. 1-0.
Now batting Madison Davis.
So Davis will come back in here with a 1-0 count. And Ginnivan on the deck. Davis, 1-0 from Eubanks. Outside, ball 2-0. So that 2-0 count. Davis right back in. And the pitch on the way to her. That's low. Snap throw down to third. Back in. On the tag there is Wilderman. As it is now a 3-0 count to Davis at the plate. No place to put her. And definitely don't want to walk in a run. So Cinda now back in the circle here with a 3-0 count. That's ball 4. So walking in the run here to make it a 5-0 ball game. And the bases will stay full. So coming to the plate now, Ginnivan. She reached on a fielder's choice and a sacrifice bunt. Her 2 times at the plate. Steps up here now as it's 4-0.
Now batting Brianna Ginnivan.
Ginnivan stands in here as the base is still full here for the Lady Raiders. Outside. It's now a 2-0 count as it's a 5-0 ball game here this afternoon. So 2-0 now to Ginnivan. And the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Goes 2-1. That's a shot there to KB. She'll step on the bag to finish up the inning, but the damage is done as they get the 1 hit, and it brings in 2 runs, and they'll leave 2 on. No errors by the Lady Blue Comets. It's a 5-0 ball game as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It'll be Emling, Lewis, and Thompson at the plate when we come back. Blue Comet softball, Z95.3.
Now batting Sophie.
All right, we're
Emling.
back here ready to go for the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's a 5-0 deficit by the Lady Blue Comets, and it will be Emling, Lewis, and Thompson, the first 3 up here against Davis, who is pitching a no-hitter so far here in game number 2. She's got 28 pitches, no strikeouts, and a base on balls. No hits, no runs. So here comes Sophie Emling to the plate, and hanging out between games, and she had a big knot on the side of her left eye. A little cut there where she ran into Taylor Thompson earlier. And out here, still playing in this one. And she takes strike 1 from Davis to start off here in the 3rd. 0-1 to her. So Emling stands right back in. J.C. Lewis on deck. Here's the 0-1 to Sophie, and that is going to hit her on the foot. She's hit by the pitch, so Lady Blue Comets have a runner here in the 3rd inning. So it will be J.C. Lewis playing left field for Lady Blue Comets here today. So J.C. Lewis stands up at the plate now, ready to go. As Davis. The runner over first. And JC try to run her on, and it'll be a foul ball. 0-1. 0-1 to Lewis as Taylor Thompson will be on deck for Lady Comets as Lewis comes back in after the foul ball. Running over there first, talking to Jacket is Emling. Coach Jacket backs away there at the first base box. Hernandez down the third baseline. 0-1 to Lewis. Right back in she goes. Here's Davis with the pitch. Swing and a miss, and it gets away from Peterson. And that allows the runner to get over to second. So in scoring position goes Emily as it's a 1-1 count to Lewis at the plate. So Emily over at second in scoring position now. Here's Lewis. The 1-1 count, steps right back in. Davis for that first out here. That's up on the inside. All right, I'm going to say a hitter on the arm. And I think Lewis and Davis both were saying they didn't think of that. Okay, so hit by the pitch. So runners now at first and second after a couple hit batsmen. And that will bring Taylor Thompson to the plate. She's 0 for 1. Flight out to short her first time up. Runners first and second. Lady Blue Comets here in the third with no outs. Trying to put some runs across as they trade at 5-0. Here's the pitch. Low from Davis. Ball 1. 1-0 to her. As Taylor comes back to the box now, trying to get a hold of one here. This 1-0 to Taylor Thompson. Here's the pitch. That's a shot there at second. And they'll get, just barely get her at first on the soft throw from Rooms to Hogard. And it goes 4-3 for out number 1. But the runners move into scoring position at second and third for Lady Comets. Come to the plate now, Cassandra Eubanks, 0 for 1. Had a big 3 RBI double back in game 1. And could use a big hit right here. So get the Lady Comets on the board. With Kara Drake on deck with 1 out. Runners at second and third for the Lady Comets. Here's the pitch. That's strike 1 to her. Oh, 1 to Eubanks. Back in she goes here. Cassandra comes set with the 0-1 count now from Davis. That's high. 1-1 to count. So the 1-1 count to her, and Eubanks steps back to the plate here, trying to get some runs across. Runner scoring position with Lady Comets here into the third. That's up high, runs at 2-1. So the 2-1 count. Drake on deck. Here's Eubanks taking low, now 3-1. So a chance now to load it up here for the Lady Blue Comets against Davis here in this third. As 3-1 now to Cassandra. Lady Blue Comets senior steps right back in. And Davis ready to go with the 3-1 pitch. High ball 4. So bases full for Lady Blue Comets here. Into the third. Come to the plate now was Kara Drake, 0 for 1. Grounded out to second, her first time up. So Peterson goes out to have a little chat here with Davis. Davis. And we're going to get Wagner running for Eubanks over at first. So Wagner will be the runner.
Running for Cassandra Eubanks is Bree Wagner. Up to bat, Kara Drake.
So Drake steps in here. She's 0 for 1. Bases full with 1 out here in the bottom of the third for Lady Blue Comets, trailing by a 5-0 score. Davis ready to deliver to Drake here. Here's the pitch to Kara. Strike 1 to her. Making Davis work a little bit here in this inning as they got her over 40 pitches now. As it's 0-1 to Drake. Cinda already over 70. 0-1 to Drake. That's up high. It's a 1-1 count. So Lady Comets trying to put some runs across here as they got 1 out in this bottom of the third. Base is now full. Wagner running over at first. Emling at third. Lewis there at second. And a nice play there as they get the lead runner on the 5-2 to get Emily coming home. Out number 2. But Lewis goes over to third. Eubanks over to second. I should say Wagner. Drake reaches on the fielder's choice. So here comes Maddie Thompson to the plate with the bases full and 2 outs. As coach going to come out and have a chat with her pitcher Davis. And so we got a little break in the action here. Reminding everyone to get down to Safari Days in downtown Chanute on Saturday. We're going to have a big barbecue contest, car show, lots of things happening at the museum for the kids. A lot of stuff for free. Crafts, games for the kids, a lot of things going on. So come down and enjoy a great day in downtown Chanute this Saturday as part of Safari Days. Should be a great day at the Chanute Art Gallery and at the Art Museum. And the Art Gallery, I should say, is the Safari Museum and the Car Museum with the big car show going on. So another meeting that is now finally over into the circle. As the umpire show takes his time to go out there and break this thing up. Here comes Tater Thompson to the plate. She's 0 for 1. Bases full with 2 outs. And Maddie T, the senior, steps up here with a chance to get something going here for the Lady Comets in the bottom of the third as they trail to 5-0. All right, meetings are over. And Maddie steps in. First pitch, strike 1 to her. So 0-1 to Maddie. Stays right in here with the bases full. And the 0-1 now to Maddie. She stands in ready to go. That's up high from Davis. It's now a 1-1 count. So the 1-1 to Thompson is Maddie. For a place to put one here and bring in some runs. Maddie steps in. Here's the pitch. Fouling it back behind the screen. It is a 1-2 count now. So checking in with Hernandez down the third baseline. And the 1-2 count here to Thompson. And she's ready to go. Here's Maddie. And the pitch from Davis. High fly ball, right field. And that is Wilderman. Comes up at the plate for the final out. But the Lady Blue Comets put the thread in here. But no runs come across on no hits. But they leave 3, no errors. And we'll go to the 4th inning as it is a 5-0 ball game. Peterson, Fields, and Warren come to the plate. We come back to the 4th on your home for the Blue Comets Z95.3. All right, we're back here. Ready to go to the 4th inning. It's a 5-0 ball game here in game 2. Frontenac with the lead. And it will be Peterson, Fields, and Warren, the first 3 up here against Eubanks. Casinda with her 3 innings of work. She has thrown 75 pitches, no strikeouts. 6 base on balls, 4 hits, and 5 runs. So here we go as Peterson stands up 0 for 2 at the plate today. And the pitch. That's a shot right at KB at third. And playing in a perfect position. KB with a hot corner catch. 4 out to number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here for Eubanks. Here comes Field to the plate. She's 1 for 2.
Now batting Karma Fields.
So as Field steps up here with 1 out, nobody on. Cinda trying to get a quick inning here. See if the Lady Blue Comets can get those bats working. Bottom of the 4th to get back into this one. 0-1 at the plate to Fields. The Comets in is 7-7 on the year after losing 9-6 in game 1 in the 8th innings. Eubanks outside. It's a 1-1 count. So 1-1 now to Fields. Warren on deck with 1 out, and that's a high fly ball right center field. Going over is Emling, and Sophie will make the play in right center field. Out number 2. So it'll be Warren to the plate. She's 1 for 2 today, the third baseman. She's played some great field out there in the field for the Lady Raiders today. She steps up here with 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the 4th. Casino will use a 1-2-3 inning here. That'd be good. Little runner out there. And they get her onto the 1-3 by a step for 1-2-3 inning here for Eubanks. Nice. No hits, nobody left, and no errors. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Jacket, Babcock, and Shields come to the plate. When we come back, it's Blue Comets softball in your home for the Blue Comets Z95.3. Actually, we're in the halfway point. I'm sorry, we're halfway through, so we're just going to keep it right here. It is your Community National Bank halftime through the game here, as we will give you a couple stats going on here. 0 and 4. So Lady Blue Comets so far have mustered no hits and no runs. They've left 4 on the base pads. They have no errors here, and it is 5 runs on 4 hits, 4 left, and no errors for the Lady Raiders here in game number 2. Lady Blue Comets went down 1-2-3 in the first inning there, but the Lady Raiders have come out and really put the ball in play a couple places here today in game number 2 to get some good timely hits and good pitching out there. But, you know, loading the bases up and giving a hit out there is where they've brought in a couple of the runs to lead it 5-0. Lady Blue Comets left the bases loaded in the bottom of the 3rd to see if they could come up here in the 4th and do the same and maybe even push a run across or 2 to get back into this one here at the bottom of the 4th. It is 5-0. Frontenac with the lead. That is your halfway through game brought to you by the Community National Bank. So here comes Rachel Jacket to the plate. She's 0 for 1. She'll face Davis here for the second time. Davis, 47 pitches, no strikeouts, 1 base on balls, giving up no hits and no runs to the Lady Blue Comets here in game 2. Jackets. That's the first pitch she sees. Sends it out into left field. So Rachel gets a single to start off for the Lady Blue Comets here in game number 2. In the 4th inning, here comes Corey Babcock to the plate, KB. Base on balls, her first time up. Steps up now with Rachel over at first. And Haley Shields on deck as Babcock steps up here now ready to go against Davis. And the pitch on the way. That's a shot there to Genevieve. And she'll get a little scoop there to get Jacket going into second. And it'll be the 6-4 out to number 1. Babcock reaching on the fielder's choice. So here comes Haley Shields to the plate. As Shields comes up, reaches on the fielder's choice. And the pitch now on the way. Low. Ball 1. Pitch number 50 there for Davis. 1-0 to Shields. Haley standing in here trying to move KB off of first. In the bottom of the 4th, 5-0 Lady Blue Comets trail. 1-0 to Shields. And the pitch. And that's a foul ball. That's the plate. 1-1. So the 1-1 count. And Haley Shields right back in with a 1-1. Davis delivers. That's up high, 2-1 count. So it stays 2-1. To Haley Shields here at the plate. Babcock over at first. And Davis, 2-1 to Shields. That's low, going to get away from Peterson. Should allow Babcock to get to second on the wild pitch, and it's a 3-1 count. To Shields here at the plate. So Sophie Emling will be on deck for Lady Blue Comets. Shields stands in with a 3-1 count, trying to get on now with the runner scoring position in second. That's KB. And Davis to the plates. And that's a foul ball. And it's a full count now, 3-2. So the 3-2 counts.